So I'm gonna go live. Okay. Hello. Welcome in, everyone. Come on in. Gosh, guys, good morning. If you're here on the West Coast, good afternoon if you on the Central Time Zone, and good afternoon, evening if you're on the East Coast, and good night. How you doing? I hope you're enjoying your dinner over there in Europe. Hey, Europe. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I am Sunny LaRue, also known as the professional martini drinking blogger. Back again with updates on the Sean Puffy Combs CNN bombshell video. But before we get into all of it, all of the unpacking, share, subscribe, and don't forget to click that notification bell so you won't miss out on breaking news, recaps, lives, all of it. It is the freest and easiest way to support the channel. And if you like to follow me on social media, you can do that too. I'm on all platforms. My handle's at Sunny LaRue17, or simply Google Sunny LaRue17, and all of my social media links will populate, and you can follow me through those means. Now, let's get into a countdown here, because I got to pull everything together, and then when we come back, we'll be ready to rock. All right. Welcome. That gave you some time to grab whatever you're going to grab. I'm going to just mute my phone right here because I'm getting so many messages in reference to this story. All right. So let's just get right into it. As you guys know, yesterday, CNN obtained security footage of P Diddy assaulting his then girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, at a hotel here in LA. And the video shows him kicking her, pulling her to the ground, dragging her, and throwing what appears to be a vase in her direction. Now, this started, according to Cassie, and Cassie's lawsuit that she had filed back in November of 2023, that they were out, they got back to the hotel. Diddy was under the influence of alcohol, lost his cool, and proceeded to punch her in the face, giving her a black eye. And he went to sleep, and she decided that it's best that she got out of there and grabbed whatever she could and scurried out the hotel room, got to the elevator, and was waiting for the elevator to arrive when Puffy awoke, and he wrapped the towel around his body. He had socks on, runs down the hallway, and this is where the attack takes place. Now, here's a few things that I discovered. People are like, well, Sunny, why did no one say anything? Then they hear, the yelling, the screaming and stuff. Well, when you're of Puffy's celebrity status, most of the time, like Taylor Swift, like Beyonce, they will buy out the whole floor, okay? Because that's nothing to them. And in fact, if they're on tour and stuff, whoever's sponsoring their tour usually occupy, like security, family members, friends, backup singers, dancers, and stuff. And assistants and things like that so they can operate their business usually occupy that floor. So I'm assuming that P. Diddy bought out the whole floor, and that's why no one came in, uh, residents or hotel guests open up the door and peeked out and be like, what's going on? Okay, so that's number one. I want to point that out. But here's the update, and this is why we're going live. So, in doing some digging last night, we were digging, child. We were digging, discovering that this was in 2016. So, this happened March of 2016. Here in California, we have statute of limitations, and for domestic abuse, it's 5 years from the time that the victim, um, make the claim that he or she was being abused. Okay. So the statute of limitation has ended. Okay. Now it happened in Los Angeles County. And here in Los Angeles County, we have a DA that pretty much sucks. I'm not going to get political or anything on there, but if you live in the Los Angeles area, you live in the Los Angeles County area, DA Gaston is having his issues and he doesn't like to prosecute people. Now, if this happened in Orange County, the DA down there, it would be a different story. Yes, the statute of limitations are over, but the DA down there would try to figure out something to see what the options are to bring Puffy to answer for what he has done. So if Puffy is going to incident, and I'm going to repeat because a lot of people out there, a felony charge, and this is a state charge. It would be the state of California versus Puffy, Sean Combs, okay? And so this would be considered a felony. And if convicted, he would have served, I think it's 20 years and paid a hefty fine. Okay. But again, the statute of limitations has ran out. Okay. It's been more than 5 years. So nothing's going to come of this as far as a criminal charge. I want to point that out because my next statement is going to be this. This is why Cassie pursued, okay, a civil suit. All right. Because the statute of limitations has ended. There was no other just cause for her to bring this up other than a civil suit. Okay. And as you saw, Puffy settled that within 24 hours in thinking that this is all gone and hunky-dory. Fine. Number 3, people are trying to figure out who had this tape, what's going on with the tape. Let's talk about the tape. So CNN got a hold of it. I'm assuming that this tape was shopped around to different outlets. And this is me, that there is a bidding war and CNN won that bid. Okay. Whoever had this tape obviously made a copy because it was stated in Cassie's civil lawsuit that P. Diddy paid $50,000 to have access to this tape. Okay. So someone was turning over the tape, realized the tape is of importance, made a copy, gave the original to P. Diddy. These are my words. These are my thoughts. This is all alleged. And waited and sat on it, sat on it. And when Cassie opened up the Pandora's box, they decided to release this is me, my thinking is that I think whoever had the tape did go back to Diddy and did try to get more money from him. And Diddy told them no, probably thought it was a bluff and called them out on it. Okay. And so that's another reason why we have the tape. those are my thinking. That's my thinking because when you look at P Diddy's social media on his Instagram, he did mention through his lawyer and his social media that people are trying to get money out of him. This is a money grab and all that kind of stuff. So that's my thinking. Now, if that's true or not, I'm not saying that that's the case, but that's what my thoughts are. Now, let's talk a little bit about all the other lawsuits, specifically the human trafficking lawsuit, I would say, that the state of New York is preparing against P. Diddy. Okay. Would this hurt his chances? Absolutely. The person that P. Diddy is. Okay. He's not all that fluff that you see at the white parties. He's not all that fluff that you see walking the red carpet. He's not all that fluff that you see when he's, promoting his Ciroc and whatever, his music and all that kind of stuff. This speaks to the character of who Sean Puffy Combs really is. And it's not a good day for him. All right. That case is still being built. It's going to take some time. I'm saying within the next 6 to 7 months, we might hear something, see something, or some formal charges will be brought against him in reference to that. But at this point, this time, New York State is building a case and getting all the information that they need to get a rock solid case. Okay. Now, his drug mule allegedly did do a copped a plea, so he's not going to serve no jail time. But I'm thinking because he did this copped a plea, he's going to open up his own Pandora box and share who he's, drugging for. Okay, so that is what's going on at this point. I just wanted to come on and make it clear because everybody's like, oh, arrest is intimate. No, 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 no. And just because he's settled doesn't mean that he's admitting to any wrongdoing. I just want to point that out too. Okay. But this tape is not helping him at all. At all. One more thing I want to point out before I let you guys go back to your lives is I was reading the non-disclosure agreement that he was trying to get his artists to sign back last year. Remember where he's like, you want Maze, you want your music back. Danny Kane, you want your music back. Faith, you want your music back. Well, you got to sign off on this non-disclosure and you can't disparage me, my companies, my entities, or my mother. Okay. So I was looking at that, and it's redacted, but it's out there for you guys to see. You can Google it. Okay. And I'm thinking this. His mother knows a lot, because why else will she be named in this non-disclosure? I want to know, what the heck does mama know? Of course, she's not going to turn against her son. I mean, no mother in their right mind will turn against their son, no matter how. I mean, even Jeffrey Dahmer's mom, at some point kind of stood up for her child because that's her child, even though, he did the most heinous stuff. And she admit, yeah, he's heinous. He's a monster, but he's my son. I just want to know, what is it that she know? Was she out there gangstering too, like her son? Was she out there, doing stuff that she ain't got no business doing? Because she's named in this non-disclosure, and I want to know what's going on with her. Is he trying to protect his mother too, so where she won't get involved in all these, lawsuits, litigations, and possibly a federal charge indictment coming down from the state of New York? What do Mama Combs know? I want to know. There's the story right there. There's the story right there. What does and you know what? I don't like talking about people's mamas, but what does she know that she's named in a non-disclosure? And if I was like the prosecutors in New York gathering this case together, she would be on my hit list. She would be on my radar. I will be watching her. I will be getting cell phone taps. I will be getting monitors. I will be trying to talk to her, try to get whatever information I could out of her to find out what she knows about her son, because you just don't put people's names on a non-disclosure and they don't have anything to do with your businesses and everything like that. Now, maybe she's just a part of his empire and legitimate businesses, because there's a lot of rumors out there on the streets that he's doing this and he's, there's a lot. There's a lot. Even Suge Knight from his prison cell chimed in. And it's a cold day in hell when Suge Knight have something to say. And what he was saying made sense. So I want to know what Mama Combs knows about this. Why is she getting an attorney? Why is she on a non-disclosure? That's my question, and I'm going to find out. You know how we are here. We are shady. All right, so that is it for this update on Sean Puffy Combs. I want to reiterate the statute of limitations of domestic abuse, that video that took place in 2016, as disgusting and despicable as it was. I'm not going to show it again. If you want, you can check out the past live and you can see it there, but it's disgusting and it's triggering. And I'm so glad that Cassie got herself out of that situation and in a better situation. But it's unfortunate because now she has to relive the horrors that she dealt with all those years with Puffy Combs. Okay. But there's no charges are going to be brought against him in reference to that video, because the statute of limitations has ran out. It's 5 years here in California. Okay. And you can look that up on Google. All right. So with that being said, thank you for watching. And if you find yourself in a situation of abuse, there is a way out. I will leave all information in the description of this update. And if you know someone or you yourself is trying to get out of the situation, you can use that information and the people will be able to help you, take care of you, and get you settled. Thank you for watching. I'm Sunny LaRue, the professional martini drinking blogger, and I'll see you on the next one.